Okay. Right. I've already decided I'm gonna go with the Red Prince as my origin. What I want to do is use the Knight build and okay. I'm gonna go all the way into strength, I think, and I'm gonna get rid of two-handed and go into the Necromancer. I want to create like a high damaging physical attack build, but then using the Necromancer skill, I'm going to, one sec, let's just go all the way into Persuasion. Or, yeah, we'll go into Persuasion. And then what I want to do is get rid of Crippling Blow and use Bloodsucker. So that'll allow me to heal using blood pools around me. And because I'm going to be like up and in the fighting all the time, there's going to be a lot of blood. So that should work out pretty good. So that, let me just, that, and that. Don't know if that matters, but talents, I'm gonna I'm not sure what to pick here. Elemental Affinity lowers the action points cost of spells by 1 when standing in the surface of the same element. So, well, that already costs 1. I don't know about that. Once per combat, if enemy lands a fatal blow, Combat Kid will help you bounce back to life with 20% health. If you die and are resurrected in combat, Combat Kid will be available again. That's good. I like that. I've already got something that uses blood to heal me, so I don't really want leech. That might be good. When resurrected, you resurrect full health. As a tank, that might save me more than one time. Or I could just stick with Opportunist. With Glass Cannon you start every combat round with maximum AP, but magic and physical armor do not protect you from statuses. Executioner gives you 2 extra action points after dealing a killing blow. That'll allow me to attack again if I kill someone. Does that make it so because my blood leech ability costs 1 action point? That wouldn't make it free, right? I'm not sure. I'm gonna go with morning person first. I want the survivability, because after all, I'm gonna be the tankiest person in my group. Noble, scholar. Oh, I like the cello. That's nice. Okay, let's make sure everything's how I want it. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Right, I'll let you listen to the origin story before I start the game.
Famed, of course, for my unique red skin and unparalleled skills as a general of the House of War, I, the Red Prince, was raised within the vast palaces of the fabled Forbidden City. I was destined to become the next emperor. But my ambitions suffered a bit of a setback when I fell from grace for cavorting with demons. Now, I'm exiled and hunted by assassins. But I assure you, I remain undaunted and as determined as ever to claim my rightful throne.
Okay. Let's go for it. Yes.
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And, like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead I became part of their story.
Alright. Pretty cool cutscene.
What a way to wake. Wooden boards and iron shackles. The Divine Order's hospitality leaves much to be desired indeed.
Alright. I've already played through this first area once just to get a feel for the game and figure out what kind of thing I wanted to do and who I wanted to play as. So I'm not going to spend too much time in this first area. I kind of know.
Ah, you're
what
up
to do.
there. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash. In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
Amused that by the room's shape you can tell you're an Aleutian class frigate. But why?
Why? Because we're at sea, of course, and have been for several days.
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative. Oh well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy. A new life awaits. And if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Source. For good.
You pull at the thing around your neck, futilely. Demand to know why she collared you.
Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those Source spells of yours? See what happens.
You recall the power building inside you, the stare that enthralled the demon. Unleash it.
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking, only to fade back into your soul like rain into the earth.
My, look at the concentration on your face. All will, but no result. There you have it, see? The collar's function. It neuters you, of sorts. Makes you unable to cast Source. For your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world's.
Okay.
Good God! There's been
Quickly
a
look in
murder
here before we talk to those guys. Empty potion bottle, I'll take it.
What a well of knowledge this
Behind the
town
Magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
Peer into the room and ask what happened.
There's been a murder. A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time, or you'd be a suspect like the rest of them. Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does.
You wouldn't trust a magister to get to the bottom of a butter dish.
If you have nothing to hide, I'm sure it'll go just fine. Bloody lizard.
A young Magister stands pale and silent. Her knuckles whiten around her weapon as you pass.
Okay.
Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
Inform her that she wasn't this man's protector. She was his captor.
Finn didn't see it like that. He was desperate for us to help him. Two things scared the living daylights out of him. His own shadow and his own source. We'll find out who did this. Speaking of,
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course.
I don't hail from the house of dreams. When I sleep, I truly sleep.
Figured as much. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that?
My price is considerably higher than that.
Not in here it isn't. You let me know if you hear anything. Whoever did this is dangerous.
Okay. Want to pick up the bedroll.
That's enough now.
The bedroll allows me to heal up after I've taken damage, like in battle. I can't do it whilst I'm in combat though. Grab my bucket helmet. No, what's in here? When I did this the first time just to get a feel for the game, I didn't really loot any of the crates. So, I'm gonna do that now though.
They don't care about us.
Okay. Speak to these.
You're really red.
I bet that's why the Magisters took you. They took me because I'm magic. Hello, Mr. Red Lizard.
Wow, rude.
Wow. You're a dragon. You look like a dragon. But where are your wings?
Do you know Losa?
Bunch
She's a
of
really
racist
good
kids,
singer.
man.
I'm better though. Listen. La 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 la.
You know.
Ah, there you are. Husband.
Oh,
Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not at all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this Losa woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly allergical.
who's Losa?
The young woman seems about to raise her hand, but quickly remembers herself and nods pointedly at the excited children.
Who indeed? Why, my name is, Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb.
The children break out into giggles.
I say, it is.
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
That's true enough. Shake her hand. Losa, you presume?
You presume right.
You know anything about the murder that happened on board?
Nope, trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better.
You ought to have a look around with me. We can watch each other's backs.
Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it. You take care, though.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer. As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Good luck, Chief.
Not sure what that's about. Another bucket helmet here. Grab that, why not?
Boring.
Bottle of beer. Mug of beer.
Junk.
More mugs of beer. There's a lot of beer over here by the dwarves.
Boring.
Gonna take it all.
The Magisters are out for blood. You saw the body, didn't you? Big bruiser like you ought to be able to take 'em on.
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, boy. You hear that?
Boy, I'm no boy.
He opens both eyes and turns his head toward you, looking you up and down. He smiles and closes his eyes once more.
You look like a boy to me. Listen if you're interested, or get gone if you aren't.
What am I meant to be hearing?
The ship, of course.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And?
The ship is moaning like a sick man.
Sick as a leper's cat. From the state of it, I'd say she's being cared for by a bunch of beardless babes who never loved anyone but their own mums. But there's more. Listen close.
You close your eyes and try to let the ambient sounds on the ship fade away.
There now, just like that.
No, I'm not hearing anything.
Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, boy. Good news.
What are you so excited about? That was nothing more than a rat.
No, you beautiful idiot. That wasn't any rat. It was the wheel. Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east.
Are we? Doesn't that depend on the original heading
Burn my
and how
beard.
far?
That means if we've been travelling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
Why are you so excited about reaching Fort Joy? Haven't heard anything good about that place.
No indeed, boy. But that ain't my final destination.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
You say nothing, but look him over once before leaving. You may want to find him again inside Fort Joy.
Boiling a bit of cabbage becomes a crime, I shall hold my head steady.
Nay.
Say you're commonly called by your title, the Red Prince.
Well, you aren't here on my list. Scram, eh? We're trying to catch a killer here.
Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like
another lizard.
wolves around a campfire.
My prince.
The cook bows slightly and wipes her hands on her gruel-stained garb.
Forgive me, your highness. I didn't expect... well, anyway, whether I had more than cornmeal and rotting roots to serve, I'd concoct something more fitting for one of your stature.
I deserve only the finest in cuisine, and it is her duty to provide it.
Panic swamps her eyes, and she hurriedly returns to her work.
That's right. Who's this Bane?
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body, absorbing every detail. He reaches out, flicks a finger against one of your scales, and rubs his chin.
Fascinating.
He dares touch the Red
He sits
Prince.
back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
To touch a prince of the Empire is to experience 7 years of good fortune. You're welcome.
7 years? What an infinitesimal period! Why would anyone... Oh dear. I seem to have crossed some cultural taboo. How difficult. You have my apologies, Lizard.
Lizard? Red Prince, not Lizard.
Perhaps I should demand the same from those red-cloaked humans. They laid their hands on me more than once.
What's with the book?
I do not believe I've been drawn anywhere. It is a quaint little read, but it has its faults. It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history?
I know everything, obviously.
Most unusual, and if it's not too rude to suggest, not much of an answer. No, I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your gods. This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what came before. Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind?
If he wants legends, he shouldn't be reading a history book.
Of course you don't have any useful information. Why did I expect anything else? Now please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
Why are you so curious about the gods?
No amount of pestering will get the elf to take his eyes off his book or respond to your questions.
Okay. Oh, wait. Go over here.
Here to register, sir. Good, good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last passenger. You faring okay so far?
Do you care?
Of course I do. Seems Voidwoke can dog your heels like a shadow. That's no way to live, is it? You'll see. We're gonna help you. You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
Right, let me just check if there's anyone else around here to talk to.
You've got this wolf on a leash now. Soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of
A scruffy man lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded. A sly smile playing on his face, he stares across at the Magister guarding him. Noticing you, he straightens and beckons for you to come closer.
Watch your back, new fish.
There's a murderer on board, and I'd bet 3 months' pay it's this tramp Ifan.
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again.
You dare beckon me like a common servant?
Suit yourself. Was just going to adjust your collar for you. It pinches, right?
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now, you.
Why does the Magister expect you of murder?
We used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander many, many, many moons ago. Isn't that right, Vic?
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced Magister draws one finger across his throat in an elaborate fashion, but says nothing. Ifan grins, flashing pointed white teeth.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword and now he's Johnny Big Pants.
What did you do to find yourself at the mercy of a subordinate?
Long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it in the Joy. Away from interested parties.
Quietly back away.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet, one finger in front of his lips as he leans back against the wall.
It's locked. I think that's all that. Someone here.
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
Snake eyes.
Rude.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
What is she doing?
Rolling dice. Deciding fates.
Whose fate?
Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never, though.
If you can decide fate with dice, can you read the future in cow entrails as well?
She eyes you quite seriously.
Not the future, no. But I can read the past in flesh. One of the perks of being an elf, you see. I'm quite good at it, too. I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last. Shall I?
Why not?
She gives your arm a vigorous stroke of the tongue, efficient like a cat grooming.
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers. As everyone lay sleeping, your hunger gnawed and gnawed at you until you could stand it no longer. Finding the cellar door ajar, instead of trying to escape, you snuck into the pantry like a common thief, only to find nothing but rather questionable turnips. There you stood as a Magister walked in, still hungry, feeling a mighty fool.
That's right.
Of course it is. The truth's right there, skin deep. But don't you worry, darling. Your secret's safe with me.
Not much of a secret.
I
was hungry,
let
went to find food.
Until
Unless something else happened.
Soon as the
Okay, let's go talk to Magister Williams.
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking Magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God, the woman's mad. You there, sorcerer, go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
Uh-oh.
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts Source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
I haven't got a weapon. Ouch.
What's happened?
Okay. 3 gold. Wand, shiv, and a 2-hander. Nice. Let's equip the 2-hander. Anything in here? Nope. Pumpkin soup, cheese bread, ham. Ooh, fish. More fish. I'll take these cups, maybe I can sell them later. And the wine. Are the cups actually worth anything? No, they're not. I'm just going to drop them. Anything in there? No. Nothing on these guys. Anything in here? No, doesn't look like it. Deck of cards. A deck of playing cards with illustrations of the royalty of Rivellon's history. That's locked. Go upstairs. Ooh, gold cup. That's gotta be worth something, right? Ooh, 125 gold. Not bad.
Damn! That doesn't bode well.
Believe I
Onwards
can
and upwards.
bust this door down. Nice. Talk to these guys.
God. But I find, Grace, what was...
He eyes the collar circling your neck and reaches a hand towards his blade.
Another sorcerer!
The Magister's companion doesn't blink, frozen in place at the sight of you.
I'm done with you.
He leaps to attention, then whispers loudly to the other Magister.
Don't just cower there, Rix! Take out your blade!
Rix raises his sword, which shakes to the rhythm of his trembling hand.
Ow. Okay. Right. Let's just change this hotbar up a little bit. Right. I wanna hit him, get rid of some of it. Oh, I missed. Okay, lovely. Let's knock one of them down. Okay. Let's hit him once. I don't think that'll knock him down, so what instead, I'm going to use Bloodsucker, get some HP back, and then use Fire Blaze or Dragon's Blaze and do some burning. Ow. Okay. Let's hit him once. I think we're gonna have to use the healing potion. And then end turn. Oh, this guy's strong. Okay, hit him. Nice, that took all of his physical armor off, so now I should be able to do that. Knock him down. End turn. And then finish him off. Nice. Right. Nothing. 2 gold. A letter. Jabby letter. Anything in here? Resurrection scroll. Nice. 2 gold. Okay. What pickaxe? A two-handed axe. Short stick. And an empty flask. Well, let's use the bedroll to heal up. That's locked. I don't really want to. I don't think there's anything in there. Oh, there's a chest in there. Right? Oh, this is open. That's nice.
Not long before this thing snaps into
Empty potion
splinters.
bowl, sharp piece of metal, and a minor healing potion. Nice. Right, I'm gonna have to kill the dog because just cause. Right. Let's hit him. And again. Okay, he's got no physical armor now, so as long as he doesn't kill me. Okay. God damn it. That dog does a lot of damage. We have to do that again, quickly.
Damn! That doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards.
Let's just skip through the dialogue on this.
Thank the God.
He eyed
Another.
the Magister's companion. He leaps to attention.
Don't just cower there, Rick.
Rix raises his...
Okay. Oh no. I think that's dead. Potion. I've got to knock him down. And then Dragon's Breath. Dragon's Blaze, sorry. Nice, okay. Heal up. Loot, nothing. 2 gold. And there was the letter. Resurrection scroll. Where are you going? Letter. Stop! Jeff. Okay. I took the gold cup. That's quick save there. Attack the dog. Oh, so I think I died before because I was bleeding. Let's hit him once. And again. Should be able to survive this. I'm gonna die. No, I'm not. Good. Hit him once. Knock him down. Hit him one. Knock him down again.
Not long before this thing snaps into splinters.
Hit him one. Don't think I can kill him. 10 damage. Let's heal up. That didn't heal me for anything. Wow. Wow, okay. God damn it. Tactician mode's hard, man. Maybe I'm not supposed to kill these this early. Screw it, I want to kill it though. Whoops. Just burn him. And I'll take burning damage for the rest of the fight as well. Hit him. Knock him
Not long
down.
before this thing snaps into splinters.
Him again. Knock him down again. And nice. I'm not sure if we're supposed to kill them. Anything else in here? Gold. Looks like it's it. Anything in here? Gold. Bow. More gold. Okay.
What's it blazes?
More
Something's
gold.
pounding on the hull.
More gold. Nothing. Some cheese. Gold. Nothing. There's a lot of gold in these chests. Random little slivers of gold. Wait, I didn't check the side here. And this barrel, nothing. Water barrel, I believe I can throw this on the fire. Nice. A note, a small mark, skull mark key. Oh, it's Bane, the elf guy.
You pass through the door and are suddenly face to face with an undead. His skull is bizarrely angular, and a glorious jewel sits in the middle of his forehead. The skeleton is quickly leafing through a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia, muttering to himself.
No, no, no! What damn fools record knowledge on a pulped tree? It catches fire, it turns into must when wet, it cannot even resist acid! No wonder they're so bloody ignorant.
The skeleton looks up and notices you for the first time.
Oh, it's you. Shouldn't you be running and screaming or some such?
There's something familiar about the way you hold that book.
The skeleton groans and looks back to his book, frantically flipping from page to page.
Yes, indeed. It's the look of someone that wants to read the bloody book he's holding. Now, if you're really quite finished, I believe you have lifeboats to flee to.
The elf. It must be the elf that was reading the book.
Please, I was no more an elf than you are those rags you're wearing. I had a mask, rather ingeniously designed, which allowed me to take that primitive form. A mask that was stolen by that damned witch after her little scene. Still, she'll drown with the rest of these fools, and I will simply pluck my mask from her cold, dead hands.
That seems quite sensible.
Indeed. Just as sensible as getting off a sinking ship and leaving a fellow to his business. I would say good day, but it seems quite likely that you're about to die a rather terrible death, so...
The skeleton shrugs casually and returns to his book. The marking on the door was painted recently, judging from its pungent scent. You recognize the symbol immediately for what it is. A warning of death fog within.
Death fog does not sound good.
You press your palm against the door to open it. The wood feels neither cold nor warm, but simply grey. The crimson drains from your hand, and you are left numb.
Sure, let's open the door.
It doesn't budge. The door
key.
groans open, but an ashen shadow clouds your mind.
Let's save quickly, just in case. Maybe that's the death fog.
I need to get out of here now!
If I staff gold. Is it gonna kill me if I try and loot this guy? Oh, I don't think there's actually anything else in here. Ooh, there's another one there. Damn it. Is there no way of getting them? If I run there.
I need to get out of here now!
Oh. They said it was a cracked sword. Oh, it was on there. Okay. Well, I managed to loot that guy somehow. So let's go upstairs now.
I need to get off this ship.
You got annihilated. Vicious voidling. Let's hit you. And then Battle Stomp. Hit you again. And we'll knock you both down. He's still knocked down, so I'm gonna hit him. And again. He was knocked down. How did he hit me? Finish you off. And let's just heal up. Nice. Sure, why not? Dragon Blaze. Would have been able to finish you off anyway. And finish you off. Nice. Fireball scroll. Or I forget that. Do this again. Okay. Oh, yeah, we looted him. Got him. And then that two ones. Oh, they're both on top of each other. That's not good. I want to loot the other one. I think we got both. Great. I think someone just burned to death over there. Giant tentacle thing. Okay. Nothing. 4 gold, no wand. Nothing else.
A lifeboat! That means there's still a chance!
Shut your trap, kid. Children and dwarfs first, just like the old stories say.
The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes to no avail.
You said there were other people down there. We need to help them.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
You coward.
Thank you, thank you, thank you! There's a ladder right over there. You can go straight down.
You're gonna be the death of us, you hear?
Let's go down and help other people. Let's quickly heal up first. Nice. Nice. Chunk of flesh. Nice, I'll take it. Why not? Well, she's still alive.
The Magister lies on the floor, unconscious and bleeding from a dire-looking wound.
I don't think there was anything in here I could take before. Ancient book. The Source King insists there are no magics too foul, even those that would block or even remove the source within an individual. I delight in his madness. It is an invitation to manipulate all which we once believed immutable. He provides all manner of experimental subjects. The text beneath lists a series of hexes and materials required for muting source. Some of those objects are circled in black ink and annotated as follows: helm, collar, mass. We've got a stained shirt, stained pants. Put all the books and stuff into the backpack, keep them all together. I think that's all of them. We've still got that key. Wonder if that's used for anything else. Oh, there's a log as well. Oh. Did not know that. What's that? Some rope. Okay.
If you can walk, get yourself up the ladder. There's a boat. Wait! Voidwoken!
Oh crap, did I just use all my stuff? Let's do that then. And that's just Dragon Place, this one.
I thought Voidwoken was supposed to be scary.
Oh, there's other people here.
I've faced worse.
So I think these are all the other Origin characters.
Let the games begin.
Prepare yourself.
Wow, she destroyed that. Do I ever get a go?
Beardless bugs won't sink the ship on my watch.
It's like I've just got to watch. Mago? Not yet. Oh, that did a lot of damage. How much damage did I do? They're not 10 physical damage. End my turn. Oh, there's still one over there.
I'll yield to none.
No telling whether there might be more. We need to move.
Away! The sea's hungry. We don't have much time.
I need to loot.
Let's head above.
Let me loot. Well, that was the other lizard. Oh dear. Key to stern room. I wonder if that's that. Guess not. Where's the stern? Oh, is this the stern room? This might be the stern room. Unless it's just to this door here. Wait, check these over here. Okay. I think do I go back this way? This is where everyone else went, right? Was she conscious now?
I hear something. It's... She tries to speak, but can only gape as she clutches her neck, trying to stem the bleeding of a gushing wound.
Let's look around for some way to help her.
With jagged movements, she raises her clenched fist and holds out a length of cloth soaked with some kind of strong-smelling tincture.
Now, I know she's the one that put the collar on me, but I kind of feel like if I help her, it might better fit me in the future. I'm going to take the cloth and hold it tight to the wound to try and stem the bleeding.
Blood quickly soaks through the cloth. Magister C1's mouth opens and closes, her eyes wide in terror.
Hold the cloth tighter to the wound.
It's working. The pressure is stemming the flow of blood. C1 clutches your arm, her eyes locked with yours.
Ooh.
Something within the ship snaps. The floorboards shudder.
Continue holding the cloth to her wound, take C1's hand and try to help her stand.
C1 struggles to her feet, clinging to you tightly. The ship lets out a deep groan, then cracks.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, tentacle monsters coming. Ugh, are those teeth? Ugh.
This is it! She's going down!
That's beyond creepy.
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Oriven.
Well, that was a bit of a rough and tumble journey.
Yes, it was.
I suppose I'm the lone survivor.
Okay, so
which is entirely appropriate.
This is all completely new to me now. I haven't done anything from this point on. I'm going to take a short break and I'll be back soon.